Just want to remind y'all today to be grateful for every opportunity that you get, regardless of what it looks like. And the reason that's in my mind right now is because I just got out of the gym and I was thinking about how yesterday I was in the heat. It's hot as hell today too, but I was in the heat working on the house that we're flipping with my brother and my dad. And I was exhausted, nasty. It was a lot, but I was so happy because let me tell you, so many people don't get the opportunity to learn what I'm learning in that environment. And when I think about a lot of the things that I've had to do to get myself over the hump or to the next level, you know, I try to look at each of them with a smile because even if you don't like it, it's gonna get you somewhere. Like, people didn't understand when I got my second job at Domino's, right? I don't work that anymore, but when I did that, I came in every day with a smile because I knew I was getting money to get me closer. And today, in the world of social media, it's unfortunate that we see a lot of our lives as a chore rather than an opportunity. And a lot of that has to do with comparing ourselves to others who have more than us. And unfortunately, a lot of those people, you know, some of them have that life for real, and maybe they're just a lot further along in their journey than you. But to be honest with you, a lot of them are just studying for the fucking social media, bro. They doing it for the gram. They are not living the life you think. And it's unfortunate that a lot of us will base what we want and what we desire on what we see. Instead of just taking stock of where we're at and saying, you know what, good or bad, where I'm at right now, this is an opportunity for me to get better. See, everyone can be grateful when they get what they want. It's easy to make a post on social media saying, just got my new house, I'm a homeowner now, hashtag blessed, just got a car, got my license, hashtag blessed. You know, it's easy to do that shit. Everybody likes that shit. It gets a lot of views. How many people you know who are in the shit, legitimately in the shit with a smile? How many people you know post and say, had a crappy 12-hour day at work today, but I learned something. I made a little bit more money getting closer to my goal. Hashtag blessed. That post is far less popular than the one of getting things, because we have glamorized leisure and consumerism. And that leads us to being ungrateful with honestly, the very good lives that most of us have. When you look at your life, right? And I get that a lot of you are not where you want to be. I'm not necessarily where I want to be. It's not a bad thing to aspire to more. But when you look at your life, you have to understand, there's two ways you can look at it. You can look at it the way most people do and say, look at these other people, I don't have as much as them, I don't like my life. Or you can say, shit, it could be worse. That's how I think about it. Every time I look at my life and I look at something that I don't like and I feel like I'm about to complain, I say to myself, there's a lot of people who don't even get the chance to complain about this shit. They just gotta be in their shit and they don't have a choice. So let me be grateful, because as much as I want to change things in my own life, I could have that. I could have that over there, and I don't want that shit. I am glad I got what I got. Even if it's not my final destination, man, am I grateful for this. That's how I want people to look at life, because that's how I look at life. That's why I very rarely say, oh, this is happening to you. No, it's a matter of your choices. When you look at life as a series of your own choices instead of a series of things that are happening to you, you become a lot more grateful for what comes your way, because you realize that every time you are faced with a new obstacle, you have a choice to do something about it. How you handle it, a lot of times, is gonna determine the outcome. It's not a matter of all of us just getting lucky. It's just a matter of being ready for your chance, being ready for your opportunities. And are you taking them? Or are you looking at them with a frown, with a fucking stank face, because you say to yourself, I shouldn't have to do that. Well, yeah, maybe you shouldn't, but this is what you got. So take what you got and see what you can make of it. That's how I like to look at it. A lot of us use words like, in America, unfortunately, like hopelessness and it's impossible, right? When I look at life in America, all I see is opportunity. A lot of it is ugly. A lot of it is painful. A lot of it requires a lot of your time, energy, your body, your spirit, if you believe in that. It takes a lot of you, it's true. But what we have to remember is that a part of the human experience is struggle. So you got to be grateful for the struggle. You do not become a complete human being without struggle. You cannot live the life you want without struggle. So the next time you're feeling like you're going to complain about some shit, again, that is normal because life is beating on everybody. Even the people you think got it great, their lives ain't perfect. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. The next time you feel that, remember, you have a choice. You can be grateful for this opportunity, for this chance, and make something of it. You could do something that the world wasn't expecting you to do. And you could do something good for your family each and every day. You got a chance. A new opportunity arises every day, I bet you. But you got to be in the mindset to say, that's a chance I could take. Because if you don't, everything looks like a chore. And when everything looks like a chore, your life looks like an unfair story. And that's what you tell yourself, that's what you tell everybody else. So I would just like to spread a little gratitude today because everything in my life, I gotta be honest, it has not been easy. But the most worthwhile things haven't been easy. Like, I love my wife. I love my marriage. I love my child. It is hard as fuck being a parent. It is hard as hell being a husband. It is hard as hell being a good person. But those things are worthwhile. How dare I shun that opportunity because it is difficult? No, I am grateful. I am grateful for every day I get to wake up and do hard shit because it makes me better every single day. I just got out of this gym and god damn am I grateful that my body is holding up because I decided to do something about it and not sit on my ass and be a slob. Grateful as hell. What are you grateful for? Are you grateful? And are you grateful for the uncomfortable? Are you grateful for just things that make you feel good? Or are you also grateful that you get to go through this mud and climb out and make something of yourself? That's what I'm grateful for. I want to hear from y'all. Are there times where you find yourself complaining? It's okay to be honest about it. We could be honest here. And if you do, are you willing to change your head, change your mind, and look at it as an opportunity? I want to hear from y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Be grateful, y'all. Be grateful.